Hey guys, it's Mr. Oliger. I am just giving you a video here to help you prepare for your presentation that you're going to be giving. Um, as you may remember from class, the presentation, we're expecting you to do at least 3 to 4 minutes for your presentation. So there's a lot that goes into this. I'll show you this rubric real quick. You probably have a copy of this. But we're looking at your eyes. We're looking at, are you looking at the audience? Are you taking your time looking at numerous classmates? We do not want you to just be reading off of a note card or something or reading off your PowerPoint. That's not okay. Your posture, are you standing straight, using appropriate gestures? Are you avoiding nervous body and facial movements like pacing and things like that are not good? You seem to be interested in your topic. Are you getting your audience interested? Are you being confident, avoiding ums and uhs, speaking loudly, slowly, clearly, formally? Do you seem knowledgeable and organized? And then there's your visual aid, your PowerPoint, which I'm going to spend a couple minutes here showing you some tips for in a second. And time, do you speak for the allotted amount of time? So if you only do a minute, that's not meeting the requirement. You will not get all the points for that. So we'll probably look at this more in class, but that's what the expectations are for this presentation. Now, obviously, your presentation is going to be on the same topic that you did your paper for. So I made an example here about the Beatles. I love the Beatles, and I definitely think that they were a pop culture icon. So that's my topic. So what I did here is I basically summarized my paper in Google Slides form. You're going to have to make a Google Slides presentation to go along with what you're going to say in class. And that's the important part. Remember that it goes along with what you say. What you say is the most important thing in any presentation. You can have a really nice PowerPoint, but if it doesn't back up what you say or it distracts people from what you say, it's not a good thing. So if you notice as you go through here, all of my slides have really condensed information on them. This one, for example, there's only 3 or 4 words in each point. And notice there's no more than 3 points on any slide. You never want more than 3 bullets or 3 points on a slide just because it's visually distracting and it's too much information for one page. Readers get bored, readers get distracted if you do that. Also, you can notice that they're just short. You don't need a lot of information here because, again, the most important thing is what you're saying. This is all just to supplement what is being said by the speaker. If you notice, too, as you look through these, I have it structured kind of like a research paper. I have this quote from a Beatles song that I'm using as kind of my hook part of my essay. I've got my background information here, and I'll state my thesis as well in this. And then on top of that, I've got my research in here. I've got reasons they deserve fame, and I've got some reasons. I've got 27 number 1 hits that appeals to everyone. And I've got my MLA citations in here, of course, and they're among the best-selling artists. Now, I'm going to say a lot more than this. I'm going to talk about how some of those 27 number 1 hits and some of the songs, I'm going to say how it appeals to everyone. And I'm going to talk about some of these examples I have over here on the side. I'm going to talk about how they're the best-selling artists and some examples of that. So I'm going to say a lot more than I actually have on the screen here. But remember, this is just a supplement. This is not what I'm reading off of. This is not something that should be distracting to the audience. It should help my presentation. So I've got my research. This is kind of like my body paragraph here. And then I've got kind of a conclusion slide. I've got my final thoughts. Beatles deserve fame, kind of a restatement of my thesis. They're most popular of all time. That's one of the reasons that I'm kind of reviewing. And then they inspire a generation of people. That'll kind of be my closing clincher thought at the end of my essay, that bigger thought that leaves the audience thinking about something or gives them something to do. But again, I'm going to say a lot more than this in my conclusion. This is just a supplement and provide the basics to my audience. I also have a works cited page in here because I used some sources in my Google Slides presentation. And you can see I used some in-text citations as well based on these sources. So, of course, The Beatles was the title of 2 of these. So I picked the first important word after that. This one was St. James, and this one was world. So if you look back up here, St. James and world. That's what you should have. So that's what your slides presentation should look like. You may notice that my slides are pretty cool looking. And this isn't because Mr. Oliger is good at these things. This is because he's resourceful with Google Slides. So all I did to do this, really what I did is I just made a new slide. So you might make a new slide and you might want title and body there because you're going to put some information. So say I'm trying to kind of remake this slide. Need to knows. So we'll put that as our title for the slide. And then I'm just going to copy and paste this content here because I don't need it. I don't need to make new information twice. We'll paste it in here. And of course, we'll make it black because it's a white background. Okay, so I've got some information here. And say I want to put a picture in. So I'll go over, I Google image search pictures, and I found this one right here. So I will copy this image, and I'll just Control V to paste it right into my Google Slides. Look at that. Okay, it's pasted in. Now I can move this anywhere I want and design it anywhere I want, but here's something that's really cool with Google Slides that you may not have known. If you click Explore over here, it gives you some options for some really cool slides. Now this one wouldn't work because you can't see their faces or anything. This one barely cuts it off, so that one probably okay. This one has the picture at the bottom. This one kind of covers up John Lennon's face over here. We don't want that. This one's kind of cool. Let's see what this looks like. See, George's head is still kind of cut off there. We'll go with, I think I like this one. So you can still see all their faces in this one. So this would be a cool looking slide that I could do. I use this explore function, but just remember you have to put stuff in there first to get it to look like that. And you don't want your slides to be distracting, so you don't need a million things on them. Okay. So if you have any questions, just ask me in class or watch this video again. Please watch the video before you ask questions, as that is a common mistake because the video probably won't answer your questions. And we'll see how we do with these presentations. Good luck.